Previously on Balls.
Hello.
G'day. Will you accept a reverse charges call from South Africa?
Aaron, you wish to reverse charges, brother.
Sorry?
What's going on?
Morning, how's it going, Rob?
Oh, your accent is horrible.
Oh, right on you.
What was wrong with my accent?
Very good. I think it's very good.
Did I sound like an Aussie there?
Yes.
No, not a
You
chance.
sounded like a
Sounds
twat,
like,
so
sounds
yeah.
like a South African Aussie.
Oh, whatever. How's it going, Robbo?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks.
Did we wake you up?
No, not at all. I'm actually just sitting watching a movie, actually.
What time is it?
It's quarter past, let's guess, quarter past 11 your time in the evening.
Yeah, could be.
cool.
Seems like it, yeah.
Okay, well, he's not watching porn then, because that only starts after midnight, so. All right, what's that? What do you drink in Aussie?
March, obviously, the race, eh? So, Twitter and Under's coming up in a couple of days, which kicks off on, and then I'm here wait until the 28th.
Okay.
Head back to Switzerland, so yeah.
All right. Because I see the Aussies trying to pile all their big sport. Every sport has like a big thing that happens down in Australia from the Australian version around about this time of the year. Aussie Open, they've always got Test cricket or one-day cricket going on. I think there's big horse racing happening, so they've even got the big down under cycle race there as well.
Well, that's it. A lot of sport going on down here at the moment, yeah.
All right, and I think at the moment, everyone this week, though, whatever is happening in the world of cycling, though, is focusing on what's going to happen on Oprah this week. Are you surprised that this has suddenly transpired, where Lance has decided to pop in on Oprah and say whatever he's going to say?
Oh, well, I think interesting to what what to say, but I mean, I think there's a good idea of what's going to come out. I mean, there's been way too much pressure lately of that's basically been against him to come out and say what he needs to say, whatever that may be. But yeah, I think it's one thing being an unknown and going positive and having basically just keep walking away from the sport, but Lance Armstrong has been an icon for not only cycling but international sport, across the world. He's been under immense pressure for things that have gone on in the last couple of years, and he's always denied, and there's been way too many things that fight against him. So for him to now come up and possibly start talking about whatever he feels is that'd be an interesting day for, like I said, well, not only cycling but sport across the world. I mean, I think it's probably going to be one of the big watch Oprah shows ever, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, highly anticipated at the moment as well. It's going worldwide online, and even TV channels are taking it as well. He's not getting any money for it, so it's not a case of, well, if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down and actually get some cash to pay whatever legal stuff's going to come up. Because certainly, I mean, if anything comes out, and if there is a yes, okay, I'm guilty, even if it's to an extent, we all know that because it's US Postal Service and government team, one of the big threats is that he could end up going to jail. So he's going to have a lot of fallout and comeback from this.
Yeah, you're not going to be it's just going to be walk off.
Rob, sorry to interrupt you, buddy. Are we on a cell phone there, or what? I'm just going to phone you back because this is a very, very bad signal. It sounds like talking to you out of space. So I'm going to phone you right back. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Ciao. I'll be curious to find out also what Rob thinks he might actually reveal how far you might go.
But surely Lance has done this under legal advice.
Yeah.
He has, and don't call me Shirley.
I've got a couple of things, a little list that you're not allowed to say this year. One of them being that, the other one, Balls Visual Radio it is.
Balls Visual Radio it is. Robbie Hunter back on the line. Rob, that sounds a lot better.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better. Okay, so sorry, you were saying?
No, I was saying that it's going to be interesting to see what he comes out with. And I mean, obviously there's going to be repercussions, and like you said, he hasn't asked for money for being on the show or anything like that. But it's definitely a big day for him, because I mean, if he does come out with whatever the case may be, I think there's a lot of people going to come knocking on his door, for a lot more answers, and if it does go down that route, at which most people are thinking, it's a huge step from his side because it definitely opens him up to a lot more lawsuits or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I've got a sneaky feeling that one or two things could happen. Yeah, one of them is that if he is going to come out and say, right, I did, he might end up taking some other guys down with him. And I'm talking in terms of people like Tyler Hamilton, who've been hammering at him for a while now. So, because there's been time to sit and think and plan your strategy as to, okay, I've got no choice. I can't turn around. I've got to come out at some stage. But if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out firing on all cylinders. So, you must have sort of thought, okay, how far or to what extent will he go out here? What do you think? How far do you think he will go?
Well, honestly, if he's really got nothing to lose, he could go all the way. And there's been a lot of talk about a lot of other people being implicated, even to the extent of the international cycling body. And obviously he's the only one who really knows as to what he can't talk about, truthfully. And but if he does, I think if he does start talking and he really brings out, things that have been hidden or whatever the case is, it's definitely going to be an interesting Oprah show. And I think a lot of people right now, within the cycling community are very, very nervous as to what he's going to say.
Yeah.
Why do you think he chose Oprah to do it, Robbie?
Why not? I mean, Oprah Winfrey, everybody knows across the world. And look, I think that if he does start talking, honestly, I think a lot of people are going to walk away and actually sympathize with him. That's my honest opinion. Right now he's just a black, basically the black sheep of international sport and this big drug cheat. And but I really think that if he comes out, his side of the story, he could probably end up winning a lot more fans and walk away. Yes, he'd be a disgraced sportsman or whatever the case is. But if he comes out with his side of the story and he could end up winning back a lot more people if he shows whatever pressures or whatever he did to do what he did, what he needed to do. And obviously with us at the end of the day, she's got a huge base around the world. Everybody watches the show, so I actually couldn't think of a better way to do it.
All right. Well, look, I'm glad it's happening this week, because it's a new year now, and we look forward to chatting to Robbie Hunter a lot more this year about Robbie Hunter and his cycling exploits. Because I think we've spoken to you more about the cycle and what he's done than about what you're up to. But as I say, year starting for you as well, and Tour de France for you definitely happening this year.
Well, definitely on the cards again, yeah, and that's still obviously a good 6 months away. I think before then I've got quite a bit of racing, and I'll probably end up doing the Tour of Italy again this year as well. So, 10 tours this year on the cards. And, yeah, like you say, there's quite a bit of racing still to come, actually.
Yeah, and just where you are, how are you feeling at the moment? Still early in the year, but, where you are now as far as your plans for the year go, are you pretty comfortable and happy that it's going to be a good year for you?
Yeah, I'm really comfortable. Obviously, it's been a really good off-season for myself. The winter... it's obviously, doing it down in South Africa, basically in the summer and that kind of stuff has been really good to me. And I think it's probably, the best off-season I've ever had. So even though I'm kind of getting long in the tooth with starting, but I'm actually in better condition right now than I've ever been in the off-season. So I think coming into the starting, the first race of the season, it's really a great way and a great, a good feeling for myself to come into the first race of the season feeling the way I do.
Yeah. That's awesome to hear. It's good to hear as well, and we look forward to following your year again as we did last year and previous years as well. Rob, enjoy Australia. Good luck for the Tour Down Under, and we look forward to catching up again as you continue your exploits around the world. Obviously, with the pinnacle being the Giro and then the Tour de France afterwards.
Excellent.
Thanks, Robert.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Robbie.
buddy.
Cheers, Rob.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the chat.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure, man. Ciao, ciao.
Cheers.
Robbie Hunter in Australia. I think he'll be relieved when this Liggett thing. Oops.
Only you did.
Freudian. When this what's this guy's name? Lance Armstrong thing is over.
This is Balls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate, and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Balls.co.za.